Greg.
Yeah.
I hear DC spoiled the identity of New Robin.
They did.
But I don't know what that means.
All right.
I didn't know there was I didn't know Robin went
spoiling it
anywhere.
right now on top of that.
I didn't know. Well,
so we're talking. There's been a lot of DC news this week, and a whole bunch of stuff. So if we're talking about this right here in the comics, yes, that's Damian Wayne. He's Bruce Wayne's son.
Like by blood?
Yeah.
Let's back up.
Who's
Bruce
the
Wayne
mom?
has a
Talia al
son.
Ghul.
Who's his mom?
Oh.
Yeah. They drugged him and they made him fuck, and then he had a kid. Yeah.
And he didn't know about Damien for a long time.
Yeah. Damien just shows up on his doorstep one day, father, and he's Damien.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great storyline.
Okay.
When they drew it too, when they're bumping uglies and they're getting it on, he's naked except for his cowl. It's an awesome scene of him making out with Talia, but he's still got his horns on.
That's weird.
It's great. It was great. It was a cool story.
Okay.
And then he shows up. He dies, but not like it was this weird death for Damian Wayne as well, because they just had this awesome run where the Joker was back. Like the Joker had fallen off for a while. He came back after like a year.
And this isn't part of the New 52?
This is New 52.
This is New 52.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. So. What I'm talking about right now with the Joker and all this stuff and this is all New 52.
Okay.
However, when they did the New 52, which of course is the reboot of the DC universe, Batman's the one that changed the least.
Okay.
So Damian was pre-New 52 as well,
Okay.
but then they just kept it all. Like, well, this is actually interesting, and this part works, so they kept it. He died, but he died really shittily, so I'm happy he's back, because he's a good Robin, and really good character. But they'd done this awesome thing, Joker was back, it was called The Death of the Family. He, at one point, made it look like he had taken everyone's faces off and was going to feed it to them and stuff. It was like really, really crazy shit. And I was like, oh yeah, I hope like nobody's really going to die. And then they're like, oh, well, Damian Wayne dies. And I was like, oh, did Joker get? And you read the book and it's just some fucking lame-o guy like stabs him with a sword. Like that's stupid as hell. But
That's how he died?
Yeah.
Some lame-o guy stabbed him with a sword.
Yep. Like they were fighting or whatever. I mean, it wasn't just like he was like walking down the street. No, I mean like they had a fight scene, but it just wasn't as cool as all the Joker stuff that had just happened.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, he died. Now they've been doing this thing where they're like, there's gonna be a Robin by this point. Like Batman's out. He's trying to bring Damian back through the Lazarus Pits with the Ra's al Ghul family and everything else. But it was like, is it gonna be Damian? Is it not gonna be Damian? Nobody really knew. And then DC put out their solicits, which is like, hey, here's the comics coming in January and this cover, and like Damian's back, and it's like, your story isn't even wrapped up right now currently. Like these books are still coming out, and we're not like sure who it's gonna be.
So they would give solicits to like IGN Comics.
Well, what happens? They give it to comic book stores, so they know what to order. But comic book stores just put that out. Like it's a Diamond Previews book you get. It's huge, and you can just pay to see every comic.
I want you to explain every trade paperback to me, because that was incredible. You blacked out. It was amazing.
There's a lot of information.
It was amazing.
But I understand.
I got it. It was crazy. Like you were just like, oh, there's a guy, there's another guy, but then there's a Joker, and he feeds his people's faces.
It was the New 52 part that threw me.
But like, you're 9 steps ahead, and I'm like, wait, he fucks with a cow? Why would he take that off?
I'll find that frame for you, because that's
wow.
Once the show's over, explain Batman Incorporated to me.
Okay, that's easy.
Be another episode.
Sure.
Thank you for explaining that.
No problem.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
That's what I do.
Before we go, let's do
There was
some.
another Lady Robin.
That is the movie. The movie is being hinted now that girl,
Batman versus
the machine's
Superman is
starting
supposed to have a Lady Robin.
which is going to be awesome. I hope. I
mean,
I hope.
hope.
Batman v Superman?
Just the fact that they're doing
they're doing that story.
When we saw the Ben Affleck Batman and they started describing it, everybody's like, it sounds like Dark Knight Returns, and this would be the Robin from Dark Knight Returns. And so it's like, fuck yes.
That's awesome.